What's up, beautiful people? Come with us to explore 10 unique waterfalls in Ohio. And we're gonna tell you everything you need to know to have a good time when there. Let's check it out. Indian Run Falls in Dublin, Ohio. It's a super neat oasis that will make a hot summer day even that much more enjoyable. It's a short 0.9-mile trail out and back that has overlooks of the waterfall itself. But if you want to get to the waterfall down, you can take a risk and climb down, where you will see that there's a lot of families and kids enjoying the cool water and the beautiful tucked away nature. Paine Falls. It's a beautiful two-tier cascading waterfall located in Painesville, Ohio. The parking lot is small but usually not very crowded, and most importantly it's free with access to public restroom, and a short walk down the set of stairs from the parking lot opens up the beautiful view, scenic view to this waterfall. But honestly, there's not much to do here besides just looking at the waterfall. But a 2 to 3 minute driving distance from here, we also have the Indian Point Park, which has a beautiful trail. And at the end of the trail, when you walk down the big set of stairs, you get to a big river, and there's many things to do and to see and to hike. So definitely recommend that part. And another minute or so driving distance from there is another park called Blair Ridge Park that has this beautiful and quite interesting bell tower to check out. So the waterfall, Paine Falls, is okay, but there's even more things around the waterfall to do, so check it out. Chagrin Falls. It's located in the same name city, and it's a beautiful and actually quite big for a city urban waterfall. On top of the waterfall, over the bridge, Main Street, you can visit many different cute gift shops, restaurants, coffee shops, and even ice cream places. On the other side of the bridge, you can explore a dam, but if you go down the stairs to the bottom of the bridge, you can get to the very base of this quite big waterfall. And my suggestion here is make sure you go in the late afternoon, where the spectacular light's gonna give you the best view and pictures for your social media. Also, I don't know if we were allowed to do that, but there was some trails going down the river to explore stuff there. And when it comes to parking, well, I hope you are good at parallel parking if you want to park on the main street and you're lucky enough to actually find a spot, or just park behind the big buildings on the bigger parking lots and then walk your way to the waterfall. Great Falls of Tinker's Creek. Yes, this is one of my favorite waterfalls on this list. When you first get to that big parking lot, it might not feel like part of the park because it's next to an electric corporation, but if you go to Great Falls of Tinker's Creek or Viaduct Park, no, you're right. You're in the right spot. From the parking lot, you have to walk down the paved path 0.6 miles, so keep in mind it's also coming back uphill, so it might be a little challenging for some, but it's so worth it. You walk your way down to the observation area, which is beautiful, but it's also allowed to crawl down all the way down to the base of the waterfall, where you can actually almost touch it with your fingers. But please, extreme caution, don't slip, don't fall into the water. Otherwise, I absolutely love the beautiful view and the big, amazing waterfall, especially after a rainy day. Next up is Berea Falls, obviously located in the same city, Berea. It's a cascading waterfall that passes underneath 2 railroad bridges and very cute Lord of the Rings looking like stonework. If you put it into your GPS, it's gonna guide you to a very small parking lot, like 5 to 8 spots maybe. So if you get lucky, awesome. If not, you might have to park further away and walk your way there. The parking spot is right next to the main observation deck, which offers only a small glimpse of this beauty. So if you can, it's quite a bit of a challenging climb, but you can walk/climb your way all the way down to the waterfall itself. Some said you're not allowed to do that, but I didn't see any signs. Plus, there were so many people down there having a picnic, doing a dance-off, getting their feet wet, taking amazing, beautiful pictures and stuff. So I'm not sure, but I didn't see any signs, so we went down there and just spent some time there, even just hanging out and relaxing. So beautiful. And now, Horseshoe Falls in Waynesville, located in Caesar Creek State Park. Now, I'm gonna be straight up honest with you, and this is just my opinion. The waterfall itself is not that spectacular. It's not even that high, but rather wide, but it makes an awesome watering hole and a cold plunge in a hot summer for kids and even for adults. What makes this waterfall so great is the 0.7 mile beautiful hike to the waterfall itself from the parking lot. Now, when you go there to the parking lot, don't park in the big parking lot in front of you, but rather to the slightly smaller one to the left from you. Trust me, it will make sense when you get there. Plus, I'm an awesome guy, so I'll leave all the addresses down below in the descriptions. Even that alone deserves a subscribe to the channel and a like. Now back to the waterfall. The hike there is beautiful. It's pretty easy. There's some stairs. You're gonna pass some beautiful rock formations, and the hike itself finishes with a 100-foot long suspension bridge that is just fun to walk and swing on. Also, the parking lot has public restrooms, which is kind of important information for most of you hikers. Charleston Falls in Tip City. For how beautiful and amazing this waterfall is, it's actually not crowded and super relaxing and peaceful. It feels like you're in a fairy tale with overhanging rock ledges with 37-foot tall free-falling waterfall from them. The parking lot is pretty big with public restrooms, and it can be as short as 0.3 mile hike to the waterfall itself or up to 2-mile loop trail around the waterfall with little caves and adventures all over. So there's something for every fitness level and any adventure level. Absolutely love this one. Alright, here's a more unique waterfall. Clifton Mills Falls. The waterfall itself passes underneath a historic old mill, and the best view of the waterfall is from a historic covered bridge across the falls. And you can peek out from the windows in this bridge. Yes, it's slightly more unique and beautiful, but you can't actually walk all the way up to the waterfall itself. Here, you can also get a bite to eat in the shops next to it, and when it comes to parking, you better know how to do some parallel parking on the street. Hayden Falls in Dublin, Ohio. Located just outside the greater Columbus area, this waterfall can either be a tiny drizzle or a big magnificent sight to see. It all depends if the weather was wet and rainy beforehand, so I truly recommend choosing wisely. You enter right there. It's probably not even a 3-minute hike to the waterfall itself, which is absolutely worth seeing, but as you can see, there's maybe a little over a dozen spots left in the parking lot. Otherwise, you have to kind of figure it out because it's a 2-way street in each direction. Hard to park anywhere here. Blue Hand Falls in Cuyahoga Valley National Park near Peninsula. For the Blue Hand Falls, you park your car over there, which is the Boston Mills Visitor Center, and then you follow the signs for the Buckeye Trail back there. Let's go. It's about a 3-mile hike out and back on mostly dirt trails. The difficulty level here is medium to somewhat challenging, but honestly, if our 3-year-old can do it, so can you. And the hike is totally worth it. It's beautiful, and the waterfall itself, well, just like with every waterfall, if you can, visit after a rainy day where the waterfall is much more full. So worth it. Since you're already at Blue Hand Falls and I'm kind of a nice guy, I'm gonna give you an extra 11th bonus waterfall called Buttermilk Falls. Now it's quiet, it's relaxing, there's usually not that many people here. Just continue down the same path. Now you're gonna notice it's slightly less traveled, slightly less maintained, slightly more challenging, but it only adds another 20 or 30 minutes to your overall hike. And you might have to cross the creek once or twice, but you're gonna encounter a very beautiful, tucked away, quiet oasis. It's so worth it. And I also hope this is worth a like underneath the video. We are already working on more waterfalls for you to explore, and when it's done, I'm gonna post it right here. Otherwise, click this video so I can see you in the next travel adventure.